season finale.
Hey.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Tree Hill Talk, the One Tree Hill podcast, where we review 2 episodes at a time. I'm Ingrid, and I'm here with...
I'm Michelle.
And
Liz.
And we just watched the season 1 finale.
Yes, we did.
So exciting. I can't believe we finished. And we are live on Facebook right now.
We are.
So, hey.
Shout out to all you guys.
Hey.
Yeah, so we are recording, and we're live streaming, and
we're failing.
And we're
We were successful.
We figured it out.
It's all trial and error.
Yeah,
Of how these things work.
Yeah, so we are propping Liz's phone up
on a selfie
stick against the wall.
Yep.
But it works.
The production value is
It's
so
fine.
high here.
So this is really, legit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Samantha asked us how we liked the finale. I saw that.
What did you guys think?
I
Before we go into details, overview.
just didn't think that some things would happen.
Yeah, a lot does happen.
Right? Some random
also,
weird things.
We've always done 2 episodes at a time, so it just seemed super quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We
And-
just watched the one.
It was fast-paced. I got why
Right.
it was fast-paced. We were like,
Very.
yeah, I mean, when you go into it, we'll discuss why it was
Yeah.
fast-paced. I don't know. We'll talk.
Well, we're gonna go into it.
We will Tree Hill talk.
Okay. Yes, we will Tree Hill Talk.
Tree
Okay,
Hill talking.
so we have the finale, which is episode 22, the last one of season 1, and it's called The Games That Play Us.
Yeah.
Mm.
I want you to start off because you said that you like the Ravens.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it opened up with Lucas talking. I didn't get the quote of what he was saying, but he was talking about something symbolic.
He said
and right
a
with
raven by itself is something like strong and powerful, but then in a pack, they're very...
There's trouble ahead.
Yeah, they
Was that
lead
that
to
was
trouble.
in the beginning or was that in the end?
That was in the beginning. He
That
said
was
that.
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the beginning,
And
there was one raven flying, and I
That's
don't know
right.
if you caught at the end.
I
It was
did.
like all
Well,
the
that's
time.
why
Yeah.
I thought in the pack there was
Mhm.
more. Yeah, and I liked how it came full circle.
Mhm.
I really
Which
liked
they
that.
tend to do that, so I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're ravens. He was talking about a raven. Like,
Mhm.
all right,
Clever.
this is good.
I liked
This
how
is
it
good,
opened up.
yeah.
I thought that was
Yeah.
a little poetic and
Mhm.
different
Yeah.
than normal.
Yeah.
I felt like the whole episode was really different
Mhm.
because
It
it
was.
kept flashing back and flashing forward, and
It was
but I
based-
liked it because it kind of made you keep you had to keep paying attention.
everyone was just reflecting during
Right,
while
during the
being
game.
at the game.
Yeah, so the game is the present, and then it just kept flashing back to what everyone was up to right before the game starts.
Yeah.
So I guess we could talk about all the different flashbacks,
Yes.
and then we could talk about the
That's a lot.
things that all the dramatic stuff ends up happening after
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we have all this stuff happening that kind of leads into the game and what everyone's dealing with, and then we have all the crazy shit that goes down after.
I kind of felt like everything was okay at the game because you see the flashback, but then you realize that, Haley came to the game, so you knew they patched things up. And then Deb was at the game, and Keith was at the game, so I was like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
whatever happened, whatever scenes we're going to see, are good things.
Yeah, because everyone
Yeah.
showed up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had that feeling too.
Just want to say, Jesus just said, some people believe that ravens guide travelers to their destinations. Others believe that the sight of a solitary raven is considered good luck, while a group of ravens predicts trouble
I was
ahead.
totally off.
And a raven right before battle promises victory.
Very,
Thanks,
very
Jesus.
poetic.
You have got
You
our
always-
back.
Yeah,
It's great. Okay.
yeah.
To our
So,
rescue.
okay, so we'll start with, they're at the game, they're playing, they're doing well, they're up only by a few points, and then the flashbacks start happening.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about that little scene with Dan and
Dan.
Haley?
Oh, and Haley.
Where
I
he,
didn't really get what he said at first, but
It
he was
weird.
saying
It was
something
like out of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
It was out of nowhere.
well, because she was looking at pictures of her
Nathan.
and Nathan, and he was like kind of
He's like-
riling her up.
He's like, you have to, he was like something like to look good to get him
Yeah.
or something. I'm like, what the hell?
yeah, he was basically stirring the pot, and then he mentions the tattoo, and he's like, "Oh, real classy."
real classy. I'm like, oh, you little.
Off topic, but do you think Dan's wearing a hairpiece? His hair was extra
fluffy.
It's. I mean, it's always like very
wispy, but I
yeah.
wrote down Dan wear a hairpiece.
I just noticed
Jesus,
possible.
maybe Jesus
Yeah,
can
Jesus.
Can you
What do
pull
you
that
think
for us?
right now.
You're like our little IT
Fact
boy.
checker.
Yeah. if you could check that, does he have a hairpiece in the season 1 finale?
doesn't.
I think it is his hair.
It's
They
just
might
not
have just
for some
retracted it
reason,
up.
it just, I
Doesn't
always
look good.
notice these stupid details
Yeah.
where
Doesn't
I'm
look good.
thinking that, okay.
And then we also have the scene with Dan and Deb where she's like looking at the divorce papers and she's crying and he's like, "Oh,
You're crying?"
shedding tears," or whatever he said, something douchey.
Yeah.
And you know,
And she
Dan-
said, I almost didn't, sign it. She's like, I was contemplating whether or not to, and then as soon as he walked in, you see she starts signing it. 'Cause
right?
But
He started it.
But then he opens up.
Which that
right.
little bomb.
Yeah, that was a little bomb that he said that when he was going to leave, that he was going to leave her for Karen.
Yeah.
Before he found out that Deb was also pregnant.
Right.
So he stayed and provided
And he stayed with
and tried
Deb.
to do what he
Right.
Even
thought
though
was the
beforehand
best
he said,
for their family.
I felt like I saw a future with you to Deb. Like
Right.
when she asked, well, how come you didn't do the same thing to me that you did to Karen? He's like, well, I saw a future with you. So I'm like, huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to. I mean, he's saying that to dig at her too.
Mm-hmm.
He's clearly upset, and anything he wants to say something just to
Yeah.
stab her a
I
little
think,
bit.
again, he just has these walls up. Like, he's just a very...
He is
hurt
by far the most complex
individual.
character on this show, and he's super. We see towards the end so depressed.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
very sad.
So
He's a very sad individual. Yeah.
We'll just keep going with Dan, I guess. And then
Okay.
Dan mentions to Luke, "Oh, you have no name on your jersey," as he's about to run out. And Lucas is like, points to the Raven's name.
He's like,
"I
"Yeah,
don't
I
have a
do."
name." Yeah, what does Dan expect? Does he
Yeah.
really think Lucas is going to want to have the
Right.
Scott name?
Rock the name, right.
And then, so we have Dan and Deb. They had their conversation. And then Dan, pretty much during the game, is being a complete asshole. He's putting the pressure on the boys. And then Lucas, while they're playing, ends up hurting his shoulder. I don't know. I didn't see if the guy punched him in the shoulder or punched
He
punched
butted him
Butted
and it
him.
fell on his shoulder.
Yeah, or he hit him. The guy hit him
Yeah.
some way to the point
Enough.
where he hurt his shoulder.
And fell.
And then the medical guy says, he can't play. But of course, Dan lies and tells Lucas, "Oh, he says you're fine. The choice is up to you. You can sit on the bench if you want to." But obviously, Lucas,
Of
Right.
course.
He's
wants
like,
to
like,
wanna
a, real-
play.
like a real man.
right? Dad of the year is Dan. And then Lucas obviously chooses to stay in the game because this game means a lot to him, and it means a lot to Nathan, who they've been bonding and being so cute.
I
Training
wrote
together.
Rose because
Yeah.
I was so happy that they were hanging out
Yeah.
and playing together
Mhm.
and playing together like they're children.
Yeah, but they're
Playing
training.
basketball
The
together.
playoff means a lot to them. And then that scene, oh my heart, when they go visit Whitey before his surgery and they
Ugh.
give him the basketball that all the guys signed. And it was just really cute.
Yeah.
And then
Very
they,
sweet.
That was adorable.
and then Luke goes and apologizes to Dan, though. And
And
says
Dan
thank
wants
you.
nothing to do with
I
him.
think he can't handle the
Yeah.
emotion.
Dan doesn't know how to react.
He doesn't know how to react. I think
It caught him off guard
it caught
too.
him off guard,
so
and he
wasn't
can't
prepared.
show the soft side of him.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he did rescue him when Lucas got in that car accident. And that
Yeah, he didn't hesitate at all.
didn't hesitate, right? It takes that extreme moment for him to, I guess, shed down and take off his
Right. Yeah.
dark cloak.
Yeah, he just tells him to go do sprints and
21.
Yeah.
21 whatever
He can't
shots.
let it in.
Yeah.
He lets it in. I wonder if he lets it in. It's one day he's just gonna explode. Well,
Wow.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
We'll get there. It's at the end. But I just want to say, Tommy just said, watching the podcast live feels like an homage to Peyton's webcam.
Right?
right?
That is so true.
It is
we
true.
are
Come on,
channeling.
you're not.
Yeah,
really
you're
in it,
not.
Michelle.
Let's scooch a little
It's funny
closer.
because we're never this close to
Yeah,
each
no,
other.
we're
I mean, we
usually
love each other,
spaced
but-
out.
No,
but,
we
you know.
absolutely.
But there we go. We're
That's
just
okay.
adjusting for those that are just listening to the podcast. We are live, so we're trying to all be in the frame here. Yeah, so then, Dan is being a dick throughout this whole game. And did you guys think that they were going to lose or win this playoff game?
They were
I
gonna
said it.
lose.
I was like, I want them to win for the boys, but I
And
want them
Whitey
to lose.
too, right?
And I wanted them to lose for Dan. And
Yeah.
like I said last podcast episode, I said I wanted there to be a way where the boys can win without Dan having any
I know.
of, you know,
Like getting the
effect of
recognition
it,
for
but,
it.
Right.
you know, he
Um,
was pissed.
Yeah, Dan was. I wrote that. Dan is pissed with a star next to it in my notes. Luke misses the shot. You know, Dan was railing on Nathan, saying, "You need to make the shot. I don't care if there's 5 guys on you. You're making the shot."
Right, and Tim's
But-
like, "What? That's impossible. You know, 2 guys are gonna get on him and whatever."
Right. And Dan knows that, but Dan is so
He was like,
stubborn.
"Go
in
big
his
or go
way.
home."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So then it comes to the point where Nathan is attacked by all these guys, and he has to pass it to Lucas. And Luke, because his shoulder is all messed up, misses the shot right at the buzzer.
Yeah.
But Dan obviously reacts how we would expect him to react.
Were you guys hoping he was gonna get the shot though? I was like, please, 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 please,
Yeah,
please,
yeah,
please.
yeah.
I kind of had
I
a
just
feeling
felt
that
like
he wasn't,
wasn't
but
going
of
to.
course I wanted him to,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked that because Lucas said in the locker room afterwards, like we all knew that Lucas shouldn't have played.
Right.
So it's almost like he was proving, like, I still believe in my team, and yes, this was
Yeah,
the only thing
I
for
wouldn't
me
let
to
them
do.
down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like, when they
and
discussed
it's okay
prior.
that he missed the shot.
Right.
And
And
we
then
knew he was.
And his team, honestly,
Shouldn't have
they
played.
knew, and I'm sure that they were okay with it, especially
course.
because they were like, we can't do another, you know, term of Dan.
no, definitely not.
Doing
They're probably
this.
glad that the
Yeah.
season's over because
Yeah.
that means they don't have to have Dan as
That's
their coach
right.
anymore. But then that leads us to the scene in the locker room where Nathan confronts Dan, which someone during the live stream said that they were like, "Go Nathan." I forgot who it was, but yeah, very true. Nathan, you know, rips into Dan saying, you know, at least he wasn't a coward like you, because they mentioned that story where Dan sat on the bench and
yeah.
didn't refuse to play, took the loss of the game, but the win of the argument or
Right.
whatever. And, you know, he says, you know, at least he's not a coward like you were, and, you know, no regrets. There's no regrets. And then Nathan rips off the name. So what do you think about that?
I just think
Just
it's
like
funny
Lucas.
how their names are literally like sticky tape on.
Yeah, they're like
It's
Velcro. They can just rip them
right?
off so
like you just
easily.
interchange them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, really? I'm pretty sure that's not how jerseys are, but okay.
Yeah, no problem. So he just rips
but
it
it's
off.
for the poetic reasoning. I get it.
Mhm.
I thought that was great.
I
And
love
I
that.
feel like-
every time that Nathan sticks it to Dan, I'm always just like,
love it. And then I'm
yes.
thinking when he's doing this whole speech, I'm like, you're 16.
I know,
You're
Mhm.
16.
I know.
You should
Wait,
not have to do
there's-
this.
Yeah.
They're juniors, right? Didn't
They're
17.
junior. Yeah, they're juniors.
So
16.
16 gonna be
Tommy?
17.
Tommy?
Yeah, I think
cleared
Tommy
that up
cleared
for
that
us?
up
Thank
for
you,
us.
Tommy.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Tommy.
So they're 7. They could be 16 going 17.
Right.
Right?
Even so,
Yeah.
you're not an
Mhm.
adult.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to deal with adult problems such as your father being a child.
Right.
And I mean, it's very
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
And then they lose the game, and then Lucas has to go to the hospital because his shoulder is messed up, and then just like that, the woman's like, "Yeah, no basketball." Like that's
Yeah.
it. Like
The
no.
doctor, she's like,
We
yeah,
don't know
no
what-
basketball.
How it looks.
Yeah,
What's going
what's
on.
going
She's just
on.
like,
What's
yeah.
the potential for it? What's
Yeah.
the prognosis?
So he can't play anymore, and then of course it's one hospital, so Whitey's like down the hallway.
Might as well say hi. You're
Yeah,
there.
so he met, you know,
yeah, right. 'Cause
meets
there's one in the
Whitey.
hospital.
And then we have these little scenes with Whitey where he says, you know, oh, it might be a little bit more than just like the eye surgery. And then later on, we see the doctor come visit Whitey, and he's looking at a picture of Camilla, and he says, you know, oh, we have the results. So what do you guys think?
Yeah,
Cancer?
I already felt bad. I mean, when they said last episode that, I mean, it was
Why would
weird
you put
to
a
me
character in the hospital for eye surgery, right?
Right.
It's got to be something
Yeah.
worse.
because when I was thinking, you know, okay, you go and get your cataracts done. It's a 10-minute procedure, and you come out.
Yeah.
God forbid if you have a detached retina or something like that.
She
I
knows
mean,
the details.
I know the
She works
details.
with it.
Yeah, she works at an eye doctor, so she knows.
I was like, okay, I'm trying to just make it like, okay, it's a show. I'm like, I don't really know what could possibly, unless it was, you know, cancer of the eye or something.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, it didn't.
Is there
I
a
don't know.
certain
It's
cancer
a-
that can affect your eyesight? Because that could, you know, like
Yeah.
something spread. I don't know.
It could be something like that. I mean, I know, but I won't say anything. obviously.
Right.
But yeah, and then that's really it. And then Lucas is kind of going around and saying his goodbyes because he is
He's
leaving
going.
the day after because he said, "Oh, I'm leaving when
couldn't
the
wait.
season." Well, he said when the season's over, I'm leaving, and they lost, so the season's over. So
Right.
he's leaving next
Yeah,
day.
I wrote
for
down.
purposes of the episode.
Yeah.
What did I write down? People always move so fast in TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like the next day,
They're like, oh, by the way,
pack
I'm
up and
going.
go. Can you imagine picking up and go? You can do that in a day.
Oh, hold on. Jesus just said, girls, I really have to go, but I don't want to. But before I go, did you know that every episode title originates from a song? Like this episode comes from the song The Games That Play Us, originally sung by the Blackouts. Keep up the great work.
Thanks, Jesus. We kind of said that in the beginning. We're like, oh, all these titles sound like song names. So it's good that you confirmed that for us.
Yeah, thanks for confirming.
And thank you
We'll
for
miss
tuning
you.
in.
Yes, thanks for
We'll have to
stopping
catch
by. Bye, Jesus. So, he's saying his goodbye. So he's saying goodbye to Haley in the cemetery. I thought that was a cute little scene. Like, Haley's scared and jumpy. And obviously she gets upset.
Yeah.
And then who else does Lucas talk to? Lucas talks to his mom about starting over, leaving, going to Charleston.
She was like, you really don't have to do this, though.
Yeah, and she's like trying to, obviously she has
really
no one else.
necessary.
Right, she doesn't have anyone else in her
Right.
family. Like, Lucas is it, and she's upset that he's leaving. And then, what did you think about the scene with Keith and Karen? Where Keith literally says to her, were you ever in love with me?
She's like, oh, but I love you. He's like, no, not like
No,
that.
were you ever in love with me?
What, did she say anything?
She kind of, I didn't write it down, but she kind of just bounced around it,
And I thought he was kind of saying to her, oh, like, just say the word, and I won't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he was kind of fishing for,
But
like,
then-
that he would stay for
But then
her.
he just loves her so much that he wants her to be happy.
He just wants her to love.
And he wants her to, he's like, how many guys have you dated since Lucas was born? He's
None.
like, I can count, none.
Maybe,
And-
just open up your heart. You deserve to
Right, and
have
he
someone.
loves her enough where he wants to see her be happy, and if it's not with him, it's not with him. And
Yeah.
Maybe it's Larry.
it might be Larry. You didn't see Larry all episode.
He's with what's his face in Savannah or
Jake. Yeah, he left.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
Forgot about that.
he tells her, don't be alone. And then Karen says, I'm sorry, Keith. And it kind of just ends with that. And it was sad and depressing. And, Karen and Keith.
I would have loved that.
Those-
but I don't
yeah.
ever see that going to happen again.
Yeah, they're a mess.
I wonder if he's gone.
I don't know. I don't know. No comment. I can't say.
Oh, he was my favorite character in the beginning.
Yeah, I know. I really love Keith.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about Haley and Nathan this episode.
So they make up.
They make up. They have the
In
rain,
the rain
scene.
scene.
Now I can say, because there's plenty
Epic.
of, like, memes and pictures and GIFs and everything of that scene. Like, that's, like, a lot of people's, like, favorite rain is their thing kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
a lot of people love that scene where they kiss in the rain.
It's adorable.
It's very
It's a very classic,
Mhm.
dramatic high school relationship,
Mhm.
scene, and I love those. So.
Yeah. And then they, Haley's like, I'm ready. I wrote planned bang because you
I
said
know,
that.
right?
Because they were
I was
going
like,
to do it after the
that's how
game.
you're gonna do it. You're gonna plan it.
Yeah, because she's
Really?
like, oh, tonight after
You're
the
a
game.
planner.
But then, they get married. So, what'd you think? Because she said she's waiting till marriage. So
Right. But then she got married.
Ridiculous.
I didn't see that coming, and quite frankly, I think that's a crock of shit.
So
Yeah.
do I.
I'm like, really? One Tree Hill Writers? Really?
I know. Like, that's where you went with it.
Yep.
Maybe everyone else was excited about it. I just was like,
I
this
was like,
is
nope.
stupid. But I
Very
guess,
stupid.
I guess.
I wonder if, is she going to be Haley James, Scott for the whole show now? Like,
I
if
don't
they're
know.
going to be
You
married?
could do those predictions, right? Or
This is going to be craziness.
and you know what the thing is? I know I guess love makes people do stupid things.
Absolutely.
She's smart and has her head on her shoulders. We've always said that, like, Haley's smart and has her head on her shoulders. But getting married at 17.
And she wasn't drunk.
No, it was
She
a very
just did
sober decision.
Yeah.
Yep. So now
That made
Haley
me
is
a
Haley James
little-
Scott.
Tinge angry, and I was like, oh, really?
I know.
I wanted them just to say, oh, we didn't do it. And that was it.
Yeah.
Me too.
I was like, oh, okay, good.
Me too. And they were just fooling around.
Yeah,
whatever.
naked.
Nope. They're married.
There was no
Ugh.
P in the V, but
So, they had sex then?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I mean,
they
That's
were
why he
married.
said. That's why when Lucas got there and he was so angry, he said, "I thought you were waiting to marriage." And that's why she said, "We did." we did wait till marriage. That's why she said that. And then he's like, what? And she's like, we got married. So they got married, then had sex. As you do in Tree Hill. So, yeah, and then that kind of ends with their storyline for this episode.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
That's it.
We could talk about Brooke and Peyton. They didn't have a lot going on. They had their little
they're
plan
just back
happening.
together.
Yeah. So Brooke and Peyton friendship,
Beginning.
and then the whole episode they're just showing these scenes with Brooke and Crazy Nikki,
And she's
Brooke
playing
and
her.
and
Brooke
she's
is playing
and Brooke
her.
is playing her
Well,
the whole
at first they
time.
want you to.
So did
Sorry,
you guys
think
believe that she was going to sell out Peyton
No.
and Jake?
Because the way they were because of last episode, I know Brooke is not about Nikki. We all can agree, and Tree Hillers can agree, that Nikki's cray-cray.
Yeah, Nikki is crazy.
And the fact that, like, they were just looking at each other during the game and smiling. So it was like, okay, they're just
Yeah.
scheming.
Mhm.
She's just messing with her.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, what is Brooke going to get out of? If let's just say she was planning with Nikki, I'll tell you where Jake is. I was like,
Right.
well, what's Brooke going to get out
They
of that?
mentioned it. She said, "Oh, I just want her to hurt bad, like they
Oh,
hurt
right,
me.
yeah.
She loves Jenny and Jake, and that would
But
be
that was all
hurtful."
play.
Well, yeah, it was a
Right.
play. They were playing Nikki. They end up sending Nikki off to Seattle, the complete opposite side of the country.
Yeah.
So I remember when I first watched this show, I thought Brooke was playing Peyton, and I was like, "This bitch!" I was like, "Why is she doing this?" They were good. They were making up and friends again, and I remember
I'm glad
being so
that
angry.
she didn't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm glad that they didn't waste. Like we knew in the episode that she wasn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy said, now Lucas and Haley are besties and brother and sister-in-law.
This is true. Oh my god, this is too much.
Oh, and then since Tommy brought that up, when Lucas is saying bye to Nathan.
No.
So cute. Let me find what I wrote. Where did I write about
I
that?
had a tear build up. I was like,
It was so cute how he says, you're my brother. That's the first time they say it
I'll
out
miss
loud
you.
that
At
they
first
are.
he didn't, he's like, I'll miss you, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And when
Yeah.
he said brother, I was
When
like,
he said,
oh.
he's like, I'm
Oh.
gonna miss you now. I never thought since that first time they played against each other
Mhm.
Yeah.
that they would be back in the same place saying bye and saying that they're gonna miss
I
each
think
other.
it's
and
all because of Haley,
Yeah.
Like they, at first, we know that Nathan did it to get back at Lucas, and then he fell for Haley, and then Haley was like, just be nice to him. Like,
Yeah.
get over
And
it.
he just
And he did, and he can see how great of a person Lucas is,
Mhm.
and I think that's
he matured a lot.
he did mature.
he's leaps and bounds from
He's
the
definitely
first Nathan.
Yeah, he's definitely the one character whose story arc has completely from the first. Even like if you go back and look at Nathan in the first episode, he looks so different too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Like
just
I know
looks
they've
really
all
young.
changed their looks throughout the episode because it's a long time that they film these shows. But like even his looks like have changed, and
Yeah.
I remember if you guys go back and listen to episode 1 of the podcast, how much you guys hated Nathan. I was like, just wait, he gets so
Yeah,
good. He
I'm
gets
glad
so
that he
good.
got better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He completely
And Brooke's
changes.
making her round.
Brooke's getting there too.
She'll get there.
No comment.
We don't know
but-
when, but she'll
Everybody
get there.
loves Brooke.
I know. I love Brooke, but you guys will get there. You'll be on the Brooke train.
I'm still on the Peyton. I guess
Peyton's
it could be on
great.
Peyton
No,
and Brooke
Peyton's
train.
great too.
Yeah.
They're all great. They're all great except for Dan. Everyone's great except for Dan.
Dan's
I'm on
just
like the Deb
sad.
train. I'm really into Deb.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Deb is
She always has her boobs out now though. I'm like, all right, girl.
these
Yeah.
As a mother, but
I
okay.
know. Her outfits have changed.
Yeah,
She's definitely become more.
skanky mama.
Yeah.
But not like.
But she's not
and then
intentionally skanky.
with the scene, the
Oh.
bad scene,
This-
and
okay, with
when
Keith,
they
we could
cut
talk about
out, her and Keith were looking at each
Yeah.
other weird, and I was like,
They give him the eyes.
But then they cut out, and I was like, okay, good.
See,
Yeah.
I didn't feel that was gonna happen.
And
No.
then when he walked
That
in,
shot,
I
yeah.
thought that they were just cuddling. I didn't know that they were naked.
And then when Deb like sits
I was
up
like, what?
Like
Yeah.
by the fire.
Right.
on a, like on a
Romantic.
shaggy rug or whatever, and Dan just walks away so
and he just
pissed.
like turns around real quick. He's like, okay.
Yeah, so Deb and Keith hook up, it just happens, That's what happens.
I guess.
Yeah, and then he chases after Dan, and Dan's like, "You're not a brother
He's
to
like,
me.
You're like dead to
You're
me.
dead to me." Blah blah blah. All this like bitching and moaning.
And he punches his own
And he
car.
punches his own car
Right,
window,
I'm like,
which is
car
so.
window.
That was his
Yeah, it
own
was his car.
but okay.
Yeah, I mean, he was just angry. And then we see Dan. I don't know if it was right after or a few scenes later. He does sign the divorce papers because he was.
Well, he was going to.
Well, he was going
He's
to, and then he has a heart attack.
I thought he was bleeding.
He was
Me
like,
too.
yeah,
I'm like,
it was
what are
his
you
arm.
looking
it was
at?
his left arm. Yeah,
Oh.
this, the telltale sign that you're having a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
So then Dan has a heart attack, and Deb comes and finds him, and he's like, "I hope I die." Like so spiteful, even
dramatic.
to the point where he's at the brink of death, and he's like, "I'm still an asshole. I'm still an asshole to the end, pretty much."
Well, honestly, I was like, are they gonna let Dan die by himself? Like, is nobody gonna be there?
I
And
thought
like,
that too.
because what if no one comes to his rescue? I mean, really, he had no shot of living.
Yeah,
Unless he just was like, okay, I'm gonna, get over this heart attack.
yeah,
Which usually don't get over.
No.
I
yeah.
had a passing heart attack this morning.
Yeah, right?
No big deal.
No
Just
big deal.
faded.
So Tommy has some comments in the chat. Hi, Tommy.
Hi.
He said, "How crazy is it that Nathan was such a dick in the pilot, and now he's the leading man we root
Absolutely. Right. He's
Yeah.
one of my favorite characters
for?" Right,
now.
completely
I
changed.
just have one question for you guys. When they had the rain scene and Nathan told Haley that the pictures from
Oh, I
We're
wrote something
from-
down about that.
when they were
Oh.
dating.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, why didn't you just tell me that when I asked you the other day? And I'm thinking to myself,
Well, she
it's
stormed
because
off.
he didn't care. He didn't care enough to like delete the pictures
Right.
because
Right.
he truly didn't think of her that way.
Yeah.
I really thought those pictures were from like.
Well, now that I
Right?
think about it, they were
I
in
don't
the
know.
closet, and she didn't have the webcam in there anymore. The shots were all in the closet, in that big vinyl closet,
Mm,
and she doesn't have. And he even said that, like the camera
right.
wasn't in there anymore.
Yeah, not
We
that
didn't
I
pick
was
up on
like
that.
thinking Nathan was lying.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, I thought we saw those pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then Tommy also said, "What was your favorite friendship in season 1?"
Well, now it's Nathan and Lucas
Mine,
because it melts my heart.
Peyton and Haley.
Peyton and Haley.
Peyton
I love
and
Peyton
Haley
and
are
Haley
cool.
as well.
Yeah.
And I love Karen and Deb.
Karen and Deb, I think, might be
You know,
my.
yeah,
They're
Karen and
great.
Deb.
I love them.
What? Why is he? Anthony's sending pictures. What is happening?
Where is he? In
I
the
don't
other
know.
room?
No, I don't
Um,
even know where he is.
He's
Yeah, so
missing.
Deb and Karen.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Deb and Karen, I think, are
Yeah,
my favorite
I
friendship.
Adore them together.
Yeah.
Adorable.
For season 1, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Oh, I always thought Dan said, 'Better hope I die.'" Maybe he did say that. That's more
Oh.
fitting.
That would be more fitting.
I thought he said,
Maybe.
maybe he did say that.
He might actually, that makes a ton of sense.
Well, better. That makes more sense.
Right,
Than
then
I
I
hope I
hope-
did. Then I was like, oh my gosh, he is so sad.
that's what
Yeah. Oh,
what a
Out the
creep!
window.
He's so
Creeping out the
scary.
window.
So creepy.
That makes total sense. Actually,
Okay,
that he
so
would say
thank
that.
you, Tommy, for
Thank
clearing
you,
that
Tommy.
up. Tommy just said he said that you better hope I die.
Right, because
which
then she
makes
get like
sense.
the assets and all, from the divorce and
Yeah.
whatever. So
And I guess life would be a lot.
Well,
And
right,
it'd be lots
because
of-
now if they do the divorce and he caught her cheating, it's going to be a lot messier for her.
that makes
She won't
more,
get
that
as
makes,
not,
mhm.
that. So that's why he's
Right.
like, you better hope I die.
That makes much
Right?
more sense than what I thought he said.
That does
was,
make more sense.
I hope I die.
Creepy. So then we have Dan having his heart attack, and then Dad comes in, and then they kind of just leave it off at that.
Mm.
What do you guys predict?
Oh, he's gonna be fine.
Well-
I'm like, oh my god, are they gonna kill Dan?
Well, here's the thing.
My cousin's girlfriend Bria's here. Hi, Bria. She said, "I don't have a question, but love you so proud."
Oh,
Thanks.
I was thinking that I didn't. Well, when he fell and had the heart attack, I said I thought that maybe like Deb would end up calling Keith while driving, and they turn around, and that would get Lucas to the hospital and Keith to the hospital because
Yeah.
times of trauma
Maybe.
always bring people together,
We
Right.
still have.
right? And then
Episode
Nathan would
one.
get the call and be like, "Oh my god, like my dad's just had a heart attack."
Right. It's
Regardless
gonna,
of a dick that he is, it's still my
It's
dad.
kind of gonna
Right.
make everyone feel sympathetic towards him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even
Oh.
want that though. At least I don't.
That's my. And then
I
Whitey,
didn't-
I think
I didn't want
might
him
have
to
cancer
die.
or something.
Yeah, he might
Whitey,
have cancer.
Whitey's, yeah, he obviously has something, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
It's definitely something more than he's letting on.
I was gonna say, unless he was lying about having to have like eye surgery, and it was really something
Something
bigger,
different.
and he didn't want to let everyone kind of,
Yeah.
you know,
Right,
make a
it
big
could have been a
production
cover.
about. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I would. I just foresee it going to happen where they're going to kill him off. And I'm
Whitey?
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
'Cause
I
he's
just
old.
because they love to do that to me on television shows. And
Yeah.
I'll just cry like a little baby.
And they like wouldn't. Yeah. Okay. So if they killed him off, and then someone would have to be a new coach,
Mhm.
and I would hope that. Well, Dan's now had a hard time, but I hope
Uh-uh.
they. Why would they put the? Doesn't the board administration see how much of a dick
Right?
he is?
Yeah, you would think, but he kind of runs that shit.
And
in
money
Tree Hill.
and all
Yeah.
that.
Tommy has a question. Do you think Lucas will come back or stay with Keith and join a rival school's basketball team, pitting him against Nathan again?
I thought at first.
Well, there's
maybe,
no more basketball.
Oh, that's true.
Right, he technically can't play basketball.
Yeah.
And there is no more basketball, and he can't really
Right.
play basketball. I don't foresee Lucas staying in where are they again? Charleston
I don't
for
even.
very long.
I really don't.
Maybe Keith will stay.
Yeah.
I can see that, but not
Because, like, why
Lucas.
would Keith come? What? Unless there's some interesting storyline about to happen, and I don't know.
maybe,
why would Keith
maybe
come
Nickel and Royal?
Oh,
Roy.
Nickel!
I was-
Nickel.
Royal will come back, and maybe Keith will then come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
I
That's
miss
funny.
Royal. I want to know what happens. Why is he still talking to Karen? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Man, we still
Or maybe
don't-
not.
At least that's one of the. This season it did a good job of answering a lot
No,
of
it really
questions.
did.
I think that's the
That's like the
only
only thing that's kind of
open-ended
lingering.
question: why he came to see Karen.
I know.
They never answered that. I don't know if anyone out there wants to fact check us. I know Tommy's been on top of his game. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, so we end with like the heart attack. So the big things that happened this episode: Deb and Keith hook up.
Oh, I just
Out of
screamed.
nowhere, right? That was
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, you guys didn't see that one coming.
No.
Dan having a heart attack.
Dan having the heart attack. I mean, fuck you. So I don't even care. And
Haley and Nathan.
then Haley and Nathan getting married.
all three are pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Whitey having
And
something a
Whitey,
little bit-
something's up with Whitey. And then Lucas, we didn't talk about the scene with Lucas and his mom, and that's where they get the One Tree Hill. She's saying, this will always
This
be
is good.
home. There's
There's
only
only
one
one
Tree
Tree
Hill. So that's where they get the show name from Karen's little quote. I even quoted it, and I put Karen.
One Tree.
I put
There's
only one train.
Yeah, only One Tree Hill. So overall, what would you guys rate this first season of the show?
Oh,
I'll give it a solid 8.5.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That was
it's,
been the
8.5,
trend
good.
for season 1.
no,
Yeah.
it's very good. And I've told people that I talk to, friends and stuff, that this show
Mhm.
is very good. And I highly recommend it. It's a good,
Me too.
like, even though we're not binge watching it, it would be
Yeah.
a great show for
Oh,
someone
yeah.
who needs to watch something.
Mm-hmm.
Get their
Maybe
mind
not.
off things.
Get your mind. Yeah,
it's a fun
absolutely.
show.
Yeah.
It's a good show to
Good to get
watch.
lost in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is Shan watching it?
no,
Has
she
she?
wants to.
She
She said she watched bits and pieces of it when it was on. I
Sam
think.
would love it. My sister Sam, she should really
Yeah.
watch it. But
Okay, so Sam, and Shan, both of you need to
We're
catch
tagging
up.
you.
Yeah, we're tagging you.
Yeah.
Watch One Tree Hill, and then they
Jeez.
could be, guest stars.
I
on
know.
the, guest hosts on the.
they can come hang
Podcast.
out and watch an episode with us.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna Skype in someone.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do that. I'm sorry. I apologize to anyone that we said we was. We've been having just to get this live was such an issue.
Next time will be much better.
Next finale. So for season 2 finale, we will have this running.
Like a breeze.
Guys, just come over.
Just come
Just
over.
come over.
We'll
Just
watch
come
it all
to the-
together. It'll be
Oh,
fun.
it's over
We're
here.
up there.
Over here.
And Anthony.
Oh, okay.
Just come over.
That's Anne. We always hear him
Yeah,
making
you always
food
hear him
and
making his
vitamins,
lunch
vitamins.
during the podcast.
Peanut butter and fluff sandwich.
Yeah, that's him.
Roasting the
There
almonds.
it is. There's
Or-
the vitamin shake.
And then Tommy also said, I know it's only been one episode, but I miss Jake and Jenny.
I
So do you guys
know.
think they're coming back
You know,
or
I'm
they're
Not
done?
for a while, I don't think.
I just would love
But
that.
I would love them to come
Maybe
back.
it's gonna come back and Jenny will be like 5 or something.
Yeah, right? And they'll be like,
Like,
oh.
what, Jake?
Yeah, and do you think Nikki is coming back, or is that the end of Nikki, or
I think it's the end of Nikki I'm gonna say she's gonna come back like season 5 or something. And
Okay.
like,
Yeah, I think for now.
but I don't think she'll cause
You know,
any
the
drama
fact
then.
that Jake and Jenny have left, there's no reason for Nikki to be here
Pop
now that
up.
she's gone. So we have bigger
yeah, and
stories to
I mean,
focus
by the
on.
time she gets to Seattle, all the way from the Carolinas,
Right?
you know, it's going to take a while. So, yeah. We finished season 1, guys. I'm so proud of us.
Yay!
And it made it a nice, even 12 podcast episodes,
Yeah, that's true.
which is nice. Nice 12.
So should we continue doing 2 episodes at a time, or
Yes,
should we
give
do
us
1
feedback.
episode at a
Yeah,
time?
so we have a poll up on our Twitter page. You can leave a comment on Facebook. Let us know what you guys think. Should we keep doing the 2 episodes reviewed each podcast episode, or should we drop it down to 1? I know some people have said if you do 1 episode, the podcast itself will last longer, but they like the 2 episodes at a time. Anthony, would you have?
I have input. I
Okay.
think you
Go ahead,
guys
please.
should do a season per episode.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like watch the whole season and then like record, like immediately after. Just the
So
whole
binge
season.
a whole season
Binge a whole season.
for 24 hours.
About,
Is that how
I
many
think I
Yeah.
probably
hours?
take this one.
Yeah, in 24 hours. 24-hour binge.
24-hour
live
live
stream
stream.
it.
Live stream the whole 24-hour show. Yeah, okay, thank
we'll
you,
be like
Anthony.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. Shia does it. We could do
Shia does it.
Shia does it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so give us some feedback on
Tommy
that.
just said 2 at a time. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of people that like the 2 at a time. We can also add, like, other podcast episodes in between, like seasons. We do, like, a special episode
Yeah.
or something to
A
kind
Christmas
of...
special.
A Christmas special.
I like having the finale as 1.
Yeah, definitely. I think finale, maybe premiere, because we
Yeah.
did do the pilot episode as 1. So we could do the season 2 premiere episode.
This is solely
This
the
is
other
solely-
cat.
Yeah, sorry to podcast listeners, but we're live right now and we're showing video of the cats.
Yeah.
And Anthony,
And right.
our other pet.
Our other He's our mascot.
He's our
The mascot.
mascot.
I thought
We should put a little caricature of it,
Oh my gosh, a little
like on our
silhouette.
page.
Yeah, he could be our icon picture. Perfect.
He's like what's Chelsea Handler's?
oh my gosh, Chewy?
Chewy!
He's our Chewy.
He's our Chewy.
Anthony's our Chewy.
I don't know why I went to Chelsea Handler because they all have one, but
Yeah,
You know,
Tommy said
I
maybe
just
just do
referenced
the
it.
finales at a single episode. We could do that. We could do premiere, finale, single,
I
and we
like
can
that.
keep the other ones
2
double.
at a time.
And then if we want to throw in other episodes of the podcast, we can always do that.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. That sounds good.
Cool.
Sounds like a plan. So it sounds like we made our decision already.
Yeah, thanks
So-
you guys.
Don't bother voting.
So don't even
Because it doesn't
vote.
matter.
Doesn't matter. So we just made up our minds. Okay, so we will stick to the 2 episodes. Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah.
For all our new listeners, thank you. Welcome to the Tree Hill Talk family.
We're almost at 4,000 likes on Facebook.
Yeah, seriously.
Who are
thank
you
you.
people?
Yeah, like
Give us
4,000
you know,
people out there.
Shout outs.
That's pretty cool.
Wanna know who you
Yeah,
are.
that's awesome. And if you don't already, you can follow us on various social media platforms.
Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, we're on everything.
We
so
also have a Patreon.
we also have a Patreon, so you can support the podcast many ways. Definitely go on iTunes and leave a comment.
We love reading your comments
Yes.
on iTunes.
Those are our favorite. If you can, rate us however many stars you want. 5 is the best.
We like 5.
We like 5,
That's
you
just
know.
a good number.
And, leave us a review. It helps the show and it lets us know what we can keep doing, what we can change, how we can improve.
Definitely.
And that's the best way to let us know is with leaving reviews. Subscribe. We also are on Google Play if you are
And
an
SoundCloud.
Android and SoundCloud.
And SoundCloud.
So there are many. And then I saw that a lot of people use some different apps to listen, like podcast apps.
Yes.
So you can find us on various podcast apps. You just search in Tree Hill Talk, and that's where we are. And you can also support the show on our Patreon account, which has perks It's as little as $1 per episode to support the show. We currently use one mic, and we would like to expand and at least have a mic for each of us.
we're currently using a selfie stick,
and we have a
uphold
selfie
the
stick,
phone.
so we would like to.
So,
we would like to.
it's
up
not
the
terrible.
production.
We're not really complaining.
No.
It's just funny.
We do
Yeah.
this. We do this for fun, and we love it.
We do this for
But
fun.
if you
Yeah.
want to support and make the show even better, that's a way you can do it. You can go to patreon.com and search Tree Hill Talk. All the links are below. And you can always find us by searching Tree Hill Talk pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sticking with us
Thank
for
you.
this
That's a
first
wrap.
season.
Yay!
That is a wrap. And
Wow.
we will see you for season 2.
Season 2 is going to be crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it sure is.
No regrets.
No
No
regrets.
Signing off. Bye.
Bye.